Okay. I am.
Okay. So, have you guys ever wondered if you were being watched or like heard by someone? I know I have. Okay. Well, perhaps you have. Today I want to reveal to you guys that how the FBI is secretly spying on our everyday lives. The first thing I would like to reveal to you is how the FBI is secretly spying on some of us Google users. The FBI uses these national security letters as a way of surveillance, and this allowing them to spy on Google users. First of all, a national security letter is a demand letter. It can be used by the government agencies, mainly used by the FBI. They request non-content info such as transactional records, phone numbers dialed, or email addresses mailed to and from. According to Google, this allows the agency to seek info on subscribers to a wire or electronic communication service, but not like the actual content of the emails or what you search. And according to Richard Salgado, Google's legal director of law enforcement and information security, the reason why they allow it to happen is because people don't always use the service for good, and it's important that the law enforcement is able to investigate illegal activity. Pick me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a table of how many national security letters they actually received, and then the year that they received it, and then the account of users they actually got like a hold of. The national security letters, and they actually said, Google said that they don't really see them, but this is how many they did receive and the accounts that they received, that they were able to look at. Okay. And then another company that has undergone spying from the FBI has been Microsoft. Microsoft announced that the type of accounts targeted by the FBI include Hotmail, Outlook.com, SkyDrive, Xbox Live, Microsoft account, Messenger, and Office 365. According to Microsoft, because of these national security letters, they've had to hand over numerous of email addresses and websites visited. How do we go to the next one?
Left click.
That's right click.
And here's a table for Microsoft that indicates their number of national security letters they received in the year, and then the subscribers. The FBI has also demanded phone companies to hand over their customers' phone records. According to Jennifer Valentino, a writer from the Wall Street Journal, a daily newspaper, about a year ago, the FBI demanded a phone company to hand over the records of their customers, but the company actually refused to do so. And because of legal circumstances, the company has decided to leave their name out of the case. The U.S. Department of Justice tried to backfire. It filed a civil complaint claiming that the company, by not handing over its files, was interfering with the U.S. national security. So today I reveal to you the different ways the FBI has used different institutes to spy on everyday lives of people. As you can see, the FBI really does secretly spy on people. This is just to make you more aware of the situation and to maybe be a little bit more careful of what you say, write, send, and search.
Yay!
All right, Star, what did you think?
Okay, your thesis was pretty well known. Like, it was very accurate, I guess you can say. The two things about your speech that I thought were strong were your facts about them, about the FBI. Now I'm a little bit more paranoid, thank you. But no, those were very strong. The two things I think you could improve on is you fumble through your cards a lot. Try and like just put them on one side. That way you can just flip them versus going back and forth. You know, that might help. The visual aids. Honestly, it seemed like you did the same thing twice. You know, for me, that's what I saw. And my overall reaction to it was pretty good. It's very informative. Like I said, I'm very paranoid now. I'm going on Google and Microsoft and all that fun stuff. So thank you.
Just close it and log out of your account. No. Don't. Yeah, your email account.
Okay.
Not on the computer. Don't turn the computer off. It looks like you're okay. It doesn't look like you're on. So that's fine. Yeah, that would have been fun, huh? All right, Sheila, the rhetorical question at the beginning is okay. It does identify the topic. I think you've got a very clear statement of what your purpose is. I like that. There's no preview. There's no setup of what the content is going to be, no organizational structure. The structure appears to be topical. It's just going to be those companies that have received this kind of inquiry from the FBI or Department of Justice. So we've got Google, we've got Microsoft, and we've got the other company that you named. I think it was a phone company that you identified. So basically that's the organizational structure. It's topical in nature. And it's easy to see those points when you're talking about them because they're labeled pretty clearly. I'm not sure that I kind of understand what Star was talking about. It does seem repetitive. We're getting the same idea. So in other words, I think all of that stuff could have been in one point, talking about how they're searching information online and on the phone for stuff. And then maybe we could have had some other points developed about other ways that the FBI, the government, is looking at us. You know, I know you tried to keep it fairly narrow to that, but if that's all you've got, it maybe needed to expand out a little bit. The visuals are okay. You know, the table charts both work to convey information, although they look very similar. And I'm not exactly sure why Star is concerned, because to me it seems like it's a lot safer. All of a sudden, let me see, they sent a total of less than 1,000 of these requests out of how many millions of Google accounts are there? And I'm going, yeah, I'm not worried about it. They're not looking at me. Now, on the other hand, if I was saying, dear Al Qaeda, I am interested in joining your ranks. Then I would guess that there would be a request for that kind of stuff. So what would be interesting to me, I think maybe this would be another way to keep it limited the way you were, but also expand what you were talking about, is to figure out how does the FBI decide what kinds of accounts to look for? What signals them? Why do they send these request letters for information? Is it because they see certain kinds of activity, or because these people are members of groups that have some kind of known affiliation with terrorist organizations or something like that? That seems like it would have been good information to have in the speech that maybe could have been your first point. Here's what kinds of things stimulate this sort of letter or request for information, and then here's what they do in the process when they get that, which is what you're talking about. And it didn't sound like the one thing about the last company that had refused was quite resolved. It wasn't clear to me what happened when they resisted. It sounds like the FBI filed a complaint against them, but that seems like it's as far as it's gone. Were they compelled to respond? Did they go out of business? Did the courts tell the FBI to go stuff it? We don't know any of those kinds of things. I did think that you showed the slides at appropriate times, and generally it was delivered pretty well, although I think you probably needed a little bit more rehearsal because it did feel a little bit awkward at times just getting to the next point. And you had extra time, so it was 5 minutes. So you had 3 more minutes that you could have used to add some things into the speech. All right, thank you.